do the Gus Johnson fist bump? Zach.
The rain held off for one game. Let's see if it can hold off for two. Game 2 of the doubleheader between Lane Tech and Mundelein set to tip off, or set for first pitch in just a couple of minutes. Alongside Zach Joshua, I'm Alex Burstein inside the booth here at Kerrywood Field for Game 2 of the Lane Tech and Mundelein doubleheader. We have a different looking roster here for Game 2 of the matchup between Lane Tech and Mundelein, and my score sheet just went on the ground. We did not get the lineup card from Mundelein. We'll try to get that in a second, but right now we'll take you through the lineup for Lane Tech in this Game 2 of the doubleheader. It'll be Andrew Contreras leading off. He'll be the DH for tonight's game. Tyler Trapp at short for tonight. Jeffrey Kapp playing at third. Giannis Katsogradakis at first. Leo Zarillo in right field. Jake Bleeden in left field. Jack Pelican in center. Owen Funky catching. And Adam Kunvitsky at second base. And looks like we're just ready for first pitch here at Kerrywood Field. Apologies, folks. Just going to adjust our score bug here really quickly.
Yeah, something to highlight. We got Tyler Trapp making his first, I guess you could say, varsity sort of appearance. He's a freshman. Looking real nice. We'll see what he has to bring today.
This is the first JV call-up of the season for Lane Tech. Last year they had Louis Derishin come up for a couple of games, and now we'll see Tyler Trapp play for the first time today. As get ready for the first pitch from Daniel Mendez on the mound. That one's going to be fouled off for a strike. We'll get the count to 0-1.
Fastball looking real nice there. If he could keep that the whole game, that nice velocity, looking real nice out there. Going to be a pretty successful day for the Lane Tech baseball team.
Leading things off this afternoon is Lucas Gannon for the Mundelein Mustangs, as this one's going to be a foul tip to bring it to an 0-2 count. Mundelein was able to jump on Lane Tech in the first inning of Game 1, so it's going to be big for Lane Tech to try to get 3 outs quickly here in the top of the first.
Very windy day today. We saw in the first game really had a big effect on the ball in the outfield. Look for the teams to make an adjustment, keep it on the ground, line drives, take out that wind factor.
As we get to a 1-2 count now on Gannon. First ball of the day thrown here by Mendez. That's the 1-2 pitch. Going to be swung on and missed for a strike 3.
Great stick by Owen Funk there. First year on varsity, really showing his work and effort. Great stick there. Testament to his hard work off of the field.
Mendez went with that straight fastball for strike 3 and was able to get the strikeout to start the day. And now he'll try to make it 2 in a row with Joseph Rojas coming to the plate, the left-handed senior pitcher/outfielder for the Mustangs.
Oh!
First pitch gets in there for a strike.
We'll get to an 0-1 count. With that hook, Alex.
Mendez fires the 0-1. This one check swing. They say he went for it, and a lot of strikes here early on from Mendez to get ahead in the counts early.
Alex, you know what we call that swing in the baseball world?
What?
We call that a sword. Great pitch by Dan Mendez there.
0-2 pitch. This one a little too down low, and had the first ball of the at-bat. Both these first 2 at-bats have gone to 1-2 in the count. And second one misses the zone here from Mendez. One away, top of inning number 1. Lane Tech and Mundelein all knotted up at 0-0 here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. As Mendez gets ready for the 2-2 pitch.
Gotta get control of that fastball.
That one misses down low, and now we'll have our first full count of the day as Mendez looks to retire the second batter of the evening. On deck looks like it's going to be Jacob Bicey as this pitch just misses the top of the zone, and Mundelein will get their first base runner of Game 2 here.
I'm interested to see the running game here in this one. Not much running action on the base paths in the first game, but JV game may let loose a little bit.
Yeah,
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, a lot more conservative from Lane Tech than usual on the base paths in Game 1. We'll see how that changes, and for Mundelein in the second game as Mendez tries to pick off the runner at first, not in time. This is the second number 17 we've seen. This is going to be Jacob Bicey at the plate for Mundelein as swing and a miss for the first strike here. One away, top of inning number 1.
Oh, great move. Caught him on that step. That's really what you want as a pitcher if you're going to throw it over there early. Get him on that step towards second. Throw him off his rhythm a bit. Great move there.
Bicey at the plate right now. He'll be playing collegiately at UW-Eau Claire next year as another one misses the zone to bring it even at 1-1. Haven't seen a lot of swings here from Mundelein early on. They're watching a lot of strikes and balls go past.
Very different from the first game.
As the runner at first, Holtz. Now he's going to go as it gets away from Funky, and we'll see our first steal of the game here. Runner in scoring position. Now a 2-1 count on Bicey. One away still here in the top of the first. Mundelein was able to do some damage in the first inning in the first game of the doubleheader. Putting 2 on the scoreboard as this one's going to be swung on and missed for a strike 2. And Mendez now trying to get the second out of the inning. Almost was able to close the door on the second batter. Now he'll try to do it with batter number 3 of the inning. Pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, second strikeout of the game here from Mendez.
A lot of swing and misses from Dan Mendez, dishing out the good old sword. What do you think you attribute that to? Maybe a little run on the fastball, maybe the wind affecting it a bit?
That fastball's been working great for him early on, especially to the outside part of the plate, and he's getting these Mundelein players to swing at it. As now he'll try to close out the inning, runner at second base. Mendez looks back a couple times, now fires. First one misses a little bit outside at the plate.
Great block by Funky right there.
At the plate right now, Nathan Espinosa, the 5'8 righty senior. Seniors gained some more playing time here in Game 2 of the doubleheader, the JV game between Mundelein and Lane Tech. 1-0 pitch, misses outside, went for the same pitch there. Funky almost threw down there to second, but no one was there for the pickoff. Nice lead over there at second base. We'll see if he takes off for third like he did at first. This one gets away from Funky. There'll be a throw down, but not in time. And now runner in prime scoring position for the Mustangs at third base with 2 away in the top of the first.
Owen Funk putting in great work behind the dish there, blocking 3 consecutive balls in the dirt there. Good work by him.
So we get ready for the 3-0 count. Mendez trying to get back into this one, and he will get the strike to stay in this at-bat. 3-1 the count. Looks like on deck is going to be trying to see if that's a 4 or a 1. Apologies, folks, who were not able to get the complete lineup card ahead of time, as this one's going to be swung on and missed for a strike 2. Some fancy strike calls here from the umpire this afternoon.
Look for another outside heater here.
Does exactly that. Gets him to swing. The throw down the first is a little high, and got him in time.
Pretty efficient inning there. Besides, what was it, 1 walk? Like what I see there. Let's see if Lane Tech can get the bats going.
Mundelein leaves a runner at third. We'll be back in just a second. You're watching Lane Tech Baseball here on Lane Tech Athletics YouTube channel. To the bottom of the first we go. We'll see Lane Tech offensively for the first time tonight in Game 2 of the doubleheader, I should say. Looks like it's going to be Shane O'Malley taking the mound. We saw him hit in the first game, but now the senior pitcher will get the start. It looks like, I'm trying to see, I believe it's number 18 on the mound for Mundelein. These numbers a little hard to see for the Mustangs, but that looks like what it'll be. And leading things off for Lane Tech is going to be Andrew Contreras. Lane Tech leading off with a designated hitter. I don't think we've seen that at all yet this season, but Contreras will come to the box for the first pitch. And takes it outside for a strike. Just hit the outside part of the zone there with the late strike call. And Contreras will get ahead, will fall behind in the count 0-1 here to the Mustangs. Mundelein stranded the runner at third in the top of the first inning as a second strike gets in there for a strike 2. And Contreras now falling in danger of going down on 3 straight strikes. We've seen 2 back-to-back fastballs here on the mound to start off the bottom half of this first inning. As Contreras readies for the 0-2 and fires. This one sliced down the foul territory. Jeffrey Kapp over there near the dugout at the duck to avoid getting hit there. And we'll keep it at an 0-2 count. Thanks for joining us. Alex Burstein on the call from Cary Woodfield. Will be joined once again by Zach Joshua in a second as this one lifted into left field, and that's going to drop for at least a single. Contreras turning first. He's speedy. He'll get into second, and that will be a lead-off double for Lane Tech here in the bottom of inning number 1. After falling behind quickly on 2 strikes, looked like there may be some problems with Contreras reaching there, but he reaches out a pitch, gets it into left field, and Lane Tech has their leadoff runner on. And now we're going to see Tyler Trapp with his first ever varsity appearance. Got called up for today's doubleheader. His first one taken inside for a ball. One of the more impressive younger members of this Lane Tech baseball program. Not sure if he's going to be sticking with varsity for the next couple of games or not. Possibly could depend on his performance here today, as he's going to foul one off and will even it out at 1-1. Wind definitely picking up here. Still some gray skies at Cary Woodfield, but the rain has mostly calmed down. We were supposed to have some storms, as the pickoff attempt over there at second base to Contreras is not in time. Trapp still with a 1-1 count on deck. It's going to be Jeffrey Kapp, who we saw as a designated hitter in Game 1. He'll take third base here in Game 2, as this one goes right by Trapp for a strike 2. 1-2 now the count. A lot of these called strikes on Lane Tech have been just fastballs they've watched sailed by, as runner at second thought about taking towards third. He'll hold off. It's a foul ball, and we'll keep it at a 1-2 count. Lane Tech dropped 3 in a row after their Game 1 loss in this doubleheader. They lost to Notre Dame on Thursday, Whitney Young last night, and then Mundelein here today. This game won't count towards their standings, but still trying to get some momentum back heading into a big week of conference play, as Trapp's going to foul another one off to the right-hand side. He's staying alive here in the at-bat. Still down 1-2, but trying to reach in his first ever varsity at-bat. As we mentioned, last year we saw Louis Darishin get called up for varsity, but there is not a lot of call-ups, as this one's going to be swung on and missed for a strike 3. As O'Malley beats him with the fastball, and now it'll be 1 away in the top of the first. Jeffrey Kapp was one of the more consistent offensive guys in Game 1 for Lane Tech. Had their first hit of the game in inning number 1, as this one's going to go oppo. Chasing it is the right fielder, but can't get there in time, and we'll get it to an 0-1 count. As you mentioned, this is a very balanced team throughout their starting lineup. They're very good on the first 9. We'll see how these, I guess, 10 through 18 guys are doing for tonight's game. Contreras dancing over there at second base. As this one going to be hit towards second base, should be playable to throw in time. So Cap will advance the runner to third, and Lane Tech will now have a runner at third base, but 2 outs. We'll see if they can do anything here in the bottom of the first. And coming up to bat will be Giannis Katsogradakis, playing at first tonight for Lane Tech. We saw him start on Thursday against Niles Notre Dame in the first base spot. As first pitch hits the outside part of the plate for a strike.
I'd like to see Yanni really turn on one here. He's got that crazy power. We'll see what he does here.
That's the 0-1 fouled back, and we'll get it to an 0-2 count.
Just late, got to protect here. Runners in scoring position.
2 away. In the bottom of the first, Lane Tech trying to jump. They have not led in this doubleheader yet. This would be a big one here. The 0-2 pitch. That one misses high and outside. Contreras with a big lead over there at third base. We're waiting a possible wild pitch, as this one's going to be called strike on the outside part of the plate for strike 2, and we'll get it to a 2-2 count now for Lane Tech.
I don't know how much I agree with that call, but
this one fouled back, and he'll stay alive in the at-bat.
good fight by Yanni there. 2 strikes, gotta protect. Even if it's not the best pitch to swing at, you always gotta protect for the chance that the ump makes the call on the edge on the black there.
On deck, it'll be Leo Zarillo as Katsogradakis readies for the pitch. This one will go high, and now we'll have a full count. Lane Tech trying for their second reach of the inning. Contreras started things off with a double, but since then back-to-back outs. 3-2. Check swing. They say he gets the ball. And
that's a great at-bat by 44 out there, Big Yanni. Love to see that discipline. You know, went down in the count, fought back. And that's big for Lane Tech here.
Yeah, went from the 1-2 count and ends up drawing the walk. He'll take his lead at first, and now we'll see if Leo Zarillo, the lefty, can drive in a run or two. His first pitch hits the outside part of the plate for a strike. Runners on the corners for Lane Tech here in the bottom of inning number 1. A lot of these Lane Tech guys have not had much playing time so far this year, as this one misses high. Zarillo, we did see playing a couple of varsity games earlier this year. Tonight he will get the start in the JV game of the doubleheader.
Looks like we won't see a steal from first base here.
As this
There's
one
a
hit
nice
in,
piece by Zarillo.
that's going to be an RBI single for the right fielder. And Lane Tech will take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first.
Great piece of hitting there from Leo. Outside pitch, took it to opposite field out and left. Great line drive. That's what you want.
We saw early in the season some hesitance from Zarillo in a couple of at-bats to swing the bat, but he's a big hitter. He gets some contact there, and now Lane Tech will take a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first. As they're going to try to pick him off at first, not in time. At-bat now for Lane Tech. It'll be Jake Bleeden. Saw him pitch the last inning of that last one for Lane Tech. He's pitched the last 2 nights, but tonight we will see him playing in left field, as this one's going to hit him in the back.
You'll feel that in the morning.
It'll be bases loaded for Lane Tech now. And trying to bring some runs in is going to be Jack Pelican. We did see him have an at-bat there in Game 1. And we'll see what he can do here in the Game 2 of the series. It was a good start for Mundelein defensively. They got 2 of the first 3 guys out after Contreras doubled. But since then, been a little bit of offensive momentum for Lane Tech. As first pitch to Pelican, hit